Hello everyone, my name is Ross, welcome back to another GeoGuessr video and welcome back to the Road to Champion. In the previous two episodes, it was my first games back post-Christmas where I had a bit of a break and I hadn't played GeoGuessr, but we actually won 8 out of 11 games, won 8, lost 3, and believe it or not, that was enough to just get us straight back into Master 1. For the second time, we've been promoted to Master 1. My current rating is 954, and as you can see, as of yet, I have not played a game this week in Master. I'm basically only playing GeoGuessr when it's on camera, which probably isn't good. I need to start getting back on the grind. The next two things that I want to do is learn Russia slightly better and also do a video for you guys on Southeast Asia, because I did one recently on South America. I've done the European bollards and people really enjoyed those videos, and Southeast Asia is normally a slight strong point for me. Well, that probably won't be today now I've said that. But yeah, I want to do Russia and Southeast Asia as my next two learning videos. But in the meantime, just playing duels really helps. Like, I just played a unranked duel off camera, and we had an area and I was like, oh, that looks like that place in Chile that I've had previously. And it was like literally a mile away or like a kilometer away. So that really helps when you've just played enough duels that you can just vibe it. So enough rambling out the way. Here on this channel, I play no move. I prefer just it's more vibes based. Like, you're not trying to pinpoint an exact location. It's just what it feels like. With moving, for me, it's just who comes across text the quickest. And also, by the way, there is so much skill involved in moving. Once you have the text, you still need to be able to find it and pinpoint it. But I just prefer no move. Right, enough rambling. Let's do this. So we'll see how we do today. Yeah, 954 rating. I'd like to get to 1,000. I've never actually reached 1,000. I've got close a couple of times. This might actually be one of my highest ratings. We'll wave at our opponent as always. And let's jump into it. Did that say Geo Time? What map is Geo Time? I thought it was GeoGuessr Saturday. Ah, now I think these bollards are quite distinctive. No front plate. Okay, so sun is in the south. But so we're on north. I think this is just the US, would be my guess. It's flat, but not that flat. Looks quite dry. Oh, this is probably going to be a bad start. I'm really trying to rack my brain as to what bollards they are there. I don't know. It's somewhere central-ish. I'll go Nebraska. Could be east-west. Could be north-south. I would say somewhere slightly central. Ah, it was actually Canada. The Alberta bollard. That does slightly ring a bell, and it's not the best start, but we didn't lose too much damage. Okay, Alberta. I'll try and remember that for the future. Okay, we've got a single center line. Sun is in the south, but it looks like it could be rising or setting, so I'm not fully convinced on that. I mean, in all fairness, with a yellow center line and this kind of scene, we're probably in Canada or the US again. Now, this is also very flat, quite dark soil. Try and rack my brain for which states are known for having quite dark soil. I mean, vegetation is very limited. This has to be Great Plains again. I kind of think North Dakota or South Dakota feels quite reasonable here. What's the road angle? It's very east-west. Could we even be on one of these roads here? Yeah, I quite like east-west for North Dakota South. I mean, a lot of the US is grid-like, isn't it? So that doesn't help us massively. But yeah, that feels quite decent. So let's go wing. We're just going to go on wing there and just hit our guess. I think this is the US or Canada, and that would make sense, again, in terms of the road angles and directions. I mean, the guess couldn't have been much better there. It was exactly what we thought. It was actually not a yellow road. That was a white road. I probably should have known that. But, I mean, got the correct state. You can never complain when you get the correct state. I think we're in the US or Canada again. Ah, blue car. Is that US or Canada? Okay, I think we're in a very similar part of the world. So the opening 3 rounds, I think we're in the Great Plains again. We've got these wooden poles, which you find a lot, I think, in the US and probably also Canada. This kind of architecture just looks very US, Canada. I mean, I don't suppose we're that far off. Maybe a little bit further south. I might try the South Dakota, Nebraska kind of vibe again, although I could see this being Sask. Is this... I'll go there. I should have checked the road angle again. I think we're going east-west again. I should have gone a little bit further south. That's fine. Again, minimal damage. How insane is that? 3 guesses in a row in a very similar part of North America is quite incredible. All right, let's carry on. Okay, we've got the police follow car that you get in Nigeria. So we're in Nigeria. Are these banana palms? We've got a lot of banana palms. Looks very green, very lush, quite red soil. I'm really not great at guessing, but I'm not going to go too far. I'm going to go like a curry, maybe. I mean, do we have a road angle? Should we at least try and line it up? I'm not going to have the time, really. Do you know what? I'm going to just leave it as... I'm going to go Ondo, actually. Ondo is my guess. Ah, a curry would have been a fantastic guess. Should have left it there. I mean, it's not going to matter too much in the overall scheme of things, but yeah, I'm happy enough with that. That police follow car that you get is in Nigeria, so keep an eye out for that. Tunisia is another place where you have follow cars that is worth knowing. So this is Crapcam. The sun is in the south, the northern hemisphere, but it isn't immediately obvious. So this could be the tip of Ecuador if it was northern hemisphere. It could be Nigeria. It could be Cambodia or India. Now, I worry about Cambodia here. But no, I think I'm going to go India. And I'm going to go just quite central, maybe like just underneath Madhya Pradesh there. Okay, not an awful guess. Great guess from my opponent there. It was India. Yeah, obviously, as soon as you get that really low-quality camera, which we call crap cam, you can see it in quite a few places. It looked quite Asian, though, so I was between India and Cambodia. Cambodia will often have quite red soil. So we've got another wooden thing. I can't tell what the language is there. Hemisphere would be nice. Oh, the sun's directly above us. Car is difficult to see. Ah, now this is a very difficult round. So we're looking at vegetation here. I mean, this is a really interesting round. Places that spring to mind, North America, especially with these brick. Could even be a random part of Russia, especially with like no car being seen. Could it be Europe? Possibly. But you'd normally get the European car, or that could be like a... I mean, with this kind of... I don't know where I'm guessing here. America? Ah. Not bad size. Is that enough? That is enough. GG's. Okay, that was such a difficult round. It was really the wall that gave it to me there. I was actually, like, part of that round looked a little bit European or Russian to me, so I was very tempted, but the wall just looked a little bit more North American. Couldn't tell you why. Just a lucky guess at the end of the day. So we've gained 12, and we're up to 966. Things you love to see. We'll carry on playing. I think what I've got a little bit better at is just relaxing, taking my time with stuff, and also, like, not as many huge blunders. I think is a massive win. Like, even if you're not perfect at guessing, as long as you're not making huge mistakes, you can normally get the duel going on long enough that hopefully you can get a really good guess in there. Got an opponent we'll wave at. Hello. Wave is 4, by the way, if you want to wave at people on the keyboard. Mbumba overnight. Okay, is this Africa then? Antenna on the back of the car. So is this just a Kenya? Maybe Uganda? I would say Kenya or Uganda with my... Okay, we've got dashed outlines. I do worry, like, right, antenna. Is that the antenna on the front of the car, actually? Is this Senegal? But there's lots of English. I don't see much French. Hemisphere? Southern Hemisphere. So maybe it is Kenya or Uganda. Is that right? Sun very much looks like it's in the north. Why am I struggling to work out if that's the antenna? I'm just trying to work... So that would be the back of the car. I guess that would be the front. These are the wing mirrors here, I guess. Mbumba... Should I look for it on the map? Mbumba Highway. Probably one of those where I should know the place. I mean, so much English. My initial thought was around that area. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Uganda. But I'm not sure. We'll see. Ah, South Africa. Okay. Makes more sense. I don't know why I didn't... I mean, road lines maybe. Like normally in South Africa, you'll see yellow outer lines, white center line. We didn't see that there. It looked like all of the road lines were white. That's an interesting base to the pole. Oh, my mind is baffled here. Sun is in the south, northern hemisphere. You see this base to the pole in, like, South Korea and Taiwan, but this isn't, surely. They're square concrete poles, so I wouldn't say Mexico feels to... Or is that an octagonal concrete pole? No, what did I say? I said we're in the northern hemisphere. Mind is frazzled. I just said I don't make massive blunders, and I'm about to make 2. That looks Spanish. Driving on the right. It doesn't look like a Mexican pole, though. A large amount of luck there. Oh, I mean, not luck. Like, if it was to be Mexico, I think that's a good region guess. But it really didn't look like Mexico. The poles didn't look Mexican. But I guess I saw a bit of Spanish. It had to be Northern Hemisphere, right? Let's lock in. Driving on the left. Is this possibly India? Maybe India, Bangladesh. The other thought is this could be Thailand, I suppose, but doesn't feel very Thai. I think you can get these poles in India, I believe. I mean, we've got bikes. It looks kind of Asian. The general round. Pole tops. Where'd you get those pole tops? I think they are Indian. I'm thinking maybe Telangana region. Is Telangana a terrible guess? That was kind of my vibe at first. So I'm going to go... it could be Bangladesh, though. Should I? I'm going to switch up to go a little bit towards Bangladesh, because I don't know. Is that technically Telangana? I think it's just outside Telangana, but that would have been a very nice guess. It would have just kept it where we are. It's quite an even duel so far. We'll keep at it. Municipality of West Grey. Where's West Grey? Mount Forest. Okay, so US or Canada? I mean, these school buses look very US, don't they? Trees? Trees I'm struggling with a little bit. No, I would say we're probably northeast US. Maybe Pennsylvania. I don't mind. New Hampshire, maybe a little bit further even. Could even be towards New York. Of West Grey. It's only 13,000 people. I'm never going to find that, I don't think. Should I just go for a random zoom and see if it's on the map? No, it's not. Okay. Do I want to hedge that? I don't know if I want to go that far up there, though, just in case. What else do we have to go after? Do we have front plates on any of the cars? Oh, is that a Canada? Is that a Canadian flag? Oh, that's a Canadian flag, though. Hang on. Change my mind. I am going to go then up towards Quebec way, I think. But there's no French. So actually, I probably shouldn't. So do I go Ontario then? Or do I go New Brunswick? To me, these do look like they could be New Brunswick trees. I don't mind a guess in New Brunswick. Should I see if I can find that place? But that would rely on me being correct with my New Brunswick guess. What's the road angle? Yeah, I could see some roads that would work. That works. We'll just guess there. Yeah? We happy with that? I'm going to go there. Put the pressure on. I think I saw a Canadian flag. So I think, yeah, to be fair, Ontario's a nice shout. That would have been my second guess. But the trees did look a little bit New Brunswick. So we will see. In New Brunswick, they have they found the exact place? See, I'm always skeptical. I mean, they are from the US, but when people find the exact place, I'll say GG. I'm super skeptical about them finding that tiny little... Maybe, do you know what? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I hate playing when there's signs, though, because I think people cheat. But I'm not saying this person cheats, of course. We have... Oh. What poles are they? Like pinholes all the way towards the top. Like rusty concrete looking poles. Sorry if you can hear that alarm in the background that's been set off by someone. This is a very interesting round. Car? Car's just a blur. I don't know what continent we're in. I mean, I have to say Europe. So where would have these... These aren't the Spanish and Portuguese looking ones, are they? But this doesn't really look like that. I'm just going to go like central and just hope that it doesn't take me... Oh, it is Portugal. Oh, no, it's not. It's France. Just subscribe to you. Excited to see your content. Oh, I feel bad for saying they cheated now. They're gonna watch this and be like, I didn't cheat. I found it this way. Thank you very much, mate. That's very sweet. It seems like we are going to lose this, sadly. So we're driving on the left. So this is India. Now, whereabouts in India do I like? We've got these poles again. Should I go for Telangana, I guess, again? I could see it. Yeah, maybe just around. I'm just going to go right there. It was just south of Telangana. Okay. There's a little bit of damage there. This has been a decent duel so far. We're on to round 7, up to the big multis. And we've not played too badly. There's been to be fair, we started pretty horribly. Oh. Why do they look like the French bollards? Oh, Mongolia. Is this Mongolia? It does look like Mongolia. What are these bollards, man? I've never seen those bollards in Mongolia. Okay, we're on a... quite a big road in Mongolia, travelling in that direction. Where do I want to guess? Do we have any big hills around? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to go like around central. I don't know where this is likely to be in Mongolia. Ah, okay. That's fine. We're a little bit closer. A little bit more damage. Both below 2,000 HP. Okay. Damn, this is interesting. Okay, we've got Arabic and stop. And we've got a big white truck with 2 antennas. Or 2 cameras, are they? I mean, this is... Right, so this is going to be... Is it Oman? Is it possibly... What's the road angle? Very much just north-south. This is a divided road, though. It's not going to be one of those big roads. I'm worried it could be UAE, so I'm going to go a little bit further up. I'm going to go there, in Oman. 16 kilometers away. That is insane. That was lucky. I was going to guess roughly where they were, but I was just worried, I suppose, it could be closer to UAE, so I just hedged up there. Okay, we got lucky there. What a duel this has been. This might be the final round, because I'm not sure. Okay, sun. Something... Wait, sun's in the north. Southern hemisphere. Okay, so probably New Zealand. Ah, yeah, that's the front of the car there. Okay, interesting. New Zealand, probably North Island. Maybe South North Island. Somewhere around there. Ooh, great guess there. Is that enough? That is enough. GG's. Wow, I was not expecting to win that one. And I do feel bad for accusing my opponent of potentially cheating after they said something nice. But we got the win, which is what we want. Awesome. I tell you what, if we get a couple more wins, which is unlikely without losing, but we could push towards 1,000 in this video. Let's keep it going. Okay, this person is 1,000 rated. Geotime. This must be a new map. I've not even heard of Geotime. What the hell is that pole? Driving on the right. Hemisphere is slightly more northern hemisphere. Very red soil. I thought this was going to be like the US, but where on earth in the US would you get soil that looks like this? Guys, I'm in slight... Lucky this isn't a multiplier round, because I don't know the continent. I mean, where could you... Like, there's no vegetation. I can't see a single tree. Actually, that's a lie. There's trees there. But where would you see this? It has to be... Has to be the US. But I don't know what states you can... Maybe that isn't red soil, but it looks very red. I'm saying maybe it's like artificial, but... Maybe Kansas? Oklahoma? I don't know. Yeah, I thought Oklahoma... Right, I might have heard that somewhere. Right at the last second, I was like, oh, I think I've heard. Actually, is it... No, is it in Texas? I don't know. I don't know where the states start and end. No, it's not Oklahoma, is it, at all? Anyway, we got a fine guess. We move on swiftly. Looks like Asia. We've got a house on stilts there, so we're thinking maybe Cambodia. We've got what looks like a Thai pole, but maybe not quite a Thai pole, which again could send us Cambodia. I would say, yeah, I'm feeling eastern Thailand or pushing, maybe like right on the border. Maybe somewhere... Maybe I do go into Cambodia, because that was my initial thought. And we do have a house on stilts, but it's a... I mean, is that even a house? What is that? That's like an outbuilding thing. This black car, I don't know where you can get that at. Is this the Thai pole? It very much looks like it. I'm going to actually go back into Thailand. I'm going to go around Buriram. If it's Thailand or Cambodia, we're not on the multipliers. It should be fine. The other place, I suppose, it could be maybe Vietnam, I suppose, is feasible. I can't really think... I don't think it's Sri Lanka, but Sri Lanka do have a similar, like, holy pole. Yeah, it could be more south in Thailand. We shall see. And it was Vietnam. It was one of the ones I mentioned. Okay, a Vietnamese pole that was. Should have gone in Cambodia. We would have been a lot closer. Yeah. I tell you what, though. Vietnam would have been my third guess. If I didn't go Thailand, I would have gone Cambo. This looks like it could be Russia. Maybe? No. Does that say kilometers per hour, or does that say miles per hour? Can I just double check this is... I think this is Canada or US. Trees are... See, the trees make me want to go up here. But I don't know that. Like, the thinner trees... I feel like the trees over in the east are a little bit fatter. They look more like Christmas trees. Are these these birches? Is that what they're called? I don't know. They're very like... We do have a yellow diamond. That says something kilometers or miles per hour. If it's kilometers per hour, you go Canada. If it's miles, it would be US. But we can't obviously see that. I wouldn't be surprised if this is much further north. But I'm going to go... Red Deer is my final guess. Don't know. Yeah. Great guess from my opponent. Great guess. Yeah, I did say I wouldn't be surprised if it's further north. It was actually in Sask. I wouldn't have guessed Sask. I would have carried on going towards British Columbia with what I thought about the trees. But anyway, that was an okay guess regardless. I think we're in Russia here. No, it's a Kazakhstan, I guess, then. Right. I thought it was Russia. And we've got a big white truck. So, Kazakhstan. Where in Kazakhstan? Probably towards Russia, then. I didn't get to check the road angle, but I'll go like there and hope that it is northern Kazakhstan. Oh, fantastic. Even better. Lovely stuff. I mean, obviously down here in Kazakhstan, it doesn't look like Russia as much. It's very dry. So if it looks like Russia and you get that car, then that's where you are. Okay, so we're in Argentina here. Argentina, and I would say not quite Chubut, maybe La Pampa. I quite like the La Pampa guess. I do worry that it could be as far north as Santa Fe. So the reason I know this is Arg is you get these road lines in Argentina and Uruguay, but this isn't Uruguay. It just doesn't look like Uruguay. It's far too like arid. You also have these alternating poles. You get these a lot in Argentina. So even without the road lines, if you've got that pole, you're feeling pretty good. Anyway, I need to shut up and try and get a guess here. It's very flat, not overly mountainous. I'm going to try... I like La Pampa. What is the road angle? Again, if you double tap N, you can get the road angle. That's not quite, is it? But I mean, it's as good as any other guess. Let's go around there. It was, is it technically La Pampa? I don't think quite, no. I think it's Rio Negro. That's fine. We shall take it. A good enough guess regardless to keep us in it. Probably... Oh, God, the sun's setting, so we don't even get hemisphere here. I mean, double yellow line. Something about this feels off, though, for the US or Canada. Got these tread marks here. Something about this feels very off. Those buildings look Norwegian. Now, you do get yellow road lines in Norway. But this doesn't look Norwegian. But those buildings look super, like, Nordic. The big red barns. What are these poles, man? These poles are weird. This is a bad one. So, I'm going to go Canada. With these road lines feels weird. I think I'm out here. I think this is GG's, but I don't know where else to go. No? Okay. Very weird round. Everything about that seemed off. The poles didn't seem quite right. The road lines were a bit strange. The buildings were a little bit weird to me. Oh, damn. What are these? Is this Ukraine? Or is this Russia? Are these the ones you get in Ukraine or Russia? I've got red car, but you can get red car in Ukraine and Russia. Does that mean we should probably just hedge? The reflector stopped with the black tip. These are a lot of birch trees. I mean, this has to probably be Russia in my mind. Where does red car Russia go? I'm happy enough with, we'll go like here. Okay. Oh, I thought it was up by him. Okay, that's fine. 8 damage. Omsk. Okay, I would have never gone in this region. Russia is one of those. I've started to learn a few things in Russia, but I'm going to do a big video on Russia in the near future. So this is Brazil or Kenya, Senegal, but with this car, you'd have to think Brazil. Quite like a very red soil. With soil this red, if I'm going to go Brazil, I'm having to go the state of Sao Paulo because it's quite red in and around there. But I mean, I don't know where this is. State of Sao Paulo. Cool. State of Sao Paulo, like I say, super red. I mean, you get Brazil is just known for red soil all across the country, but very red there. So if you see super red soil, don't always take that advice. But so this is Australia. I haven't learnt my cars in Australia very well. It's red, or is that the brake light? Maybe, possibly. Black car, is that? Let me just use the surroundings. Doesn't feel Western. I wonder if this is Queensland, actually. But I always get really nervous going towards Queensland, because more often, the most coverage is down in like New South Wales and South Australia, so it's very green and lush, actually, isn't it? All things considered. Is this definitely Oz? They're definitely Australian bollard there, right? I hope. Bloody hell. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. I'm not going to go all the way, but I'm going to go... I'll go, like, North New South Wales. Around there. Okay, this is why I worry, man. I just got the wrong vibe there. I'm lucky to actually do a bit of damage, but I just got a terrible vibe there. It was actually just outside of Melbourne. Australia's probably another one. Like, it's really worth knowing the big countries, isn't it? Because you could just get really heavily punished time and time again. Okay, so we're probably looking at... Where'd you get those? Is that say Sri Lanka? Could this be Sri Lanka? Got a yellow front plate. I mean, it could be. I guess I wouldn't know. There's lots of wind turbines. So if it's not... Does that say Sri Lanka? Probably doesn't, does it? So I'd probably go southern India then. To maybe hedge for it? Oh, do I commit? Just off the back of the fact that that says an S. Then that looks like it could be an LAN. Hopefully you can see what I can see. So many wind turbines makes you think we're coastal though. So I'm going to go... Oh, this is risky. We are driving on the left. Other places this could be, I suppose, Malaysia, Indonesia is not out the picture. This could also be Thailand with the red soil. I'm going to leave it where I am, but this might be GG's, of course. Ah, okay. It was kind of a lucky guess. It was kind of a lucky guess. It didn't say Sri Lanka. I mean, we correctly identified India, of course, or that area of the world. Okay, very nice. Get another little boost there. We must be right close to 1,000. Okay, I feel the pressure here. We are 997. We've won our first 3 games of the episode. We're going to play one more here. And it's either going to be the win that takes us to 1,000, or it's going to be the one that brings us back down. This person is just over 1,000. Oh, I meant to say hello, not GG. Okay, we're back in India, I think. Yes, we are. Okay, I need to try and work out what language that is, or at least get a rough part of the country. I don't see any triangles, so I don't think it's towards West Bengal or Bangladesh. I'm happy leaving it where I am. I'd say somewhere around there, based on the language, but I could be massively off. You never know. Okay, in between us. That's fine. We will take it. I honestly just look at the language on the map and try and roughly mark it up, because I'm obviously not going to know all of the different languages that they use in India. I probably should know a little bit more about like Hindi and stuff like that, but I obviously don't. Right. Sun is in the north, southern hemisphere. Goddamn, southern hemisphere. All of my guesses would not have been. Is that definitely... I mean, the sun is in the north, so if we're trusting that... Where could this be in the southern hemisphere? I suppose Brazil is possible. Could be southern Kenya, although probably not with this car. I mean, could it be Asia? Maybe. Obviously, Australia is an option. Never seen coverage like this in Australia, though. This is a very weird one. Am I trusting the sun? I don't love Australia, though. I don't know where else I would guess. I'm going to leave it in Oz, but I've got no idea where this is. It's probably not even the Southern Hemisphere. It was Brazil. Okay, that was one of the ones we mentioned. Oh, if I didn't go Australia, it probably would have been Brazil. Okay, very dry, random round in Brazil that I've not really seen before. I think we're back again. We're back again in India, and we're probably not far off where we guessed last time, in all fairness. Have they seen something that's helped them to... I would maybe say a bit further south, actually, this time. Actually, is it the language you get? I don't know. Okay. We were over here. Okay, that's fine. Goodness me. I mean, the languages do often look quite similar, so that's fine. Apologies if you are Indian and you speak any of these languages. I'm not trying to upset you with this. Spanish or Lithuanian, I would say, based on that. Looks Spanish to me. Yeah, I would say Spain, based on, like, you get these signs a lot in Spain, and I think that's possibly the Spanish bollard. Does look a little bit like the Andorran bollard, actually. Now, have I ever actually guessed Andorra? That would be a crazy guess if it was. And it is quite mountainous in that region. I'm going to go northern Spain. I don't think I'm going to quite go up towards Andorra, but... I mean, should we try and get a road? Very north-south. I mean, that if I had more time, that would be useful. I don't know. Leave it in around there, northern Spain. We shall see. Was not Andorra. Okay, that's fine. A little bit of damage again. This has been a tight duel so far. We're on to round 5, and we've both got over 5k health. Yeah, that bollard with the yellow reflector is Spain. We've got another bollard, which is always useful. And we've got language. Gelstein. So this is just like the standard. Is this just the German or Luxembourg bollard? I need one that's a bit closer. I can't see how many pins are in that. 1, 2. Germany? Is that German? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, probably Germany. Then where in Germany? I don't know Germany well enough, in all fairness. I think I'll go near... maybe I'll commit a little bit towards Münster, that sort of region. I don't know why. Could be super far south, in all fairness. I mean, I didn't actually look for road signs. I'm glad there aren't any by the looks of it, but... Okay, okay, I was going to say very similar guesses. They've actually gone a little bit more northern. Okay, not a bad guess as well. It's actually towards Luxembourg regardless. So even if I'd have gone... In fact, if I'd have gone Luxembourg, it would have been closer. So Luxembourg have the exact same bollard, but there are 3 pins on the reflector. In Germany, there are 2. So we're in Australia. This worries me. Because this I could see being Western Australia, although the soil's not very red. It is a bit. And this grainy kind of road does remind me a little bit. I'm actually going to go South Australia here, I think. Road angles, kind of like that. I mean, you might as well try and line it up. You never know if you might get that's not going to be correct, though. I'm gonna go that road then. Oh, okay, that was just a terrible guess. That's fine. Northern Queensland, okay. Again, Australia is a country definitely worth learning. Although, again, I just do think there are certain countries where large spells of them do look quite similar. I think that's the A-type antenna. I know that at least. Not that that tells us too much. So I think this is Russia. Where could this be in Russia? You've got birch trees. Trees aren't like super tall. Maybe Chelyabinsk, I think would be feasible. I don't know about the car, that it would be feasible to have this again. Yeah, could see it. Although there's normally more like lakes and like stuff in Chelyabinsk. Should I go a little bit further? Oh, I'm a little bit worried. I'm going to go like here. I don't know where this is in Russia. Okay, not a bad guess. Oh, alarm went off. Ignore that. Okay, that was a really good damage. Oof. This could be the... No, we need to lock in. Let's not get carried away. This could be the moment, though. Snowplow turn. Okay, we're in the US. They are not from the US. Okay. Let's focus up here. We have front plates. Very useful information. So we need to guess a state that uses front plates. The trees do look a little bit more eastern to me. So an eastern state, that does narrow it down. An eastern state that would have front plates. Virginia. Could go Illinois. Pennsylvania, I think they don't require front plates. I quite like Virginia as a guess. Do I? I'm now looking at this house and thinking I don't love it as much. I'm just going to go for it. Ah, big damage. Oh, that's pain. Okay, we're fine. We're still in it. New York. Okay, I got the right vibe. It was just further north. Ah, I thought I had a little advantage there knowing the front plate meta. It didn't help me at all. Okay, we've got like double yellow center lines. Is this Brazil? Possibly. A dry area, maybe northern Brazil. It's a big risk. I actually think I might change my mind and go, I'm going to go Mato Grosso do Sul. This is going to be a... I didn't know where we were. Oh. Okay, GG. Okay, I trusted the sun too much there. To be fair, the sun was very, like, eastern. It didn't feel like Brazil at all. Ah, that's a shame. We were so close. We were so close. Please say that doesn't do us too much damage. We lose 15. Okay, we're back down to 982, but still, this is definitely my highest that I've got to at any point. 1-4 on the bounce there. We've been winning a lot of games recently, and I definitely think the gameplay is improving. So, we will be leaving it there today. Thank you as always for tuning in. If you've watched this entire thing and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And also, if you've watched to this point and you've not liked the video, please like the video. If there are specific countries, continents, metas that you would like to see me cover in future educational videos, please do let me know. Until next time, thank you very much. Bye-bye.